favorite all-time playoff series. Will-Lou rule, playoff series must be from 2001 and on. Each of us can only draft one series from a particular year. So, for example, if Will drafts the 2019 finals, he cannot pick from any other series in that 2019 playoffs. But James and I can. As usual, the guest goes first. We're going to try to go 5 rounds. If we banter too much, then we condense it to 3. Guest goes first. James goes first. Will goes second. Low-life producer Alex goes third. James, you're up.
With the first pick, I would like to take the 2013 NBA Finals between the Heat and the Spurs. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
So there were a couple of blowouts in this series, game 2 and 3, but I don't think anybody cares about that. Like, we remember how that series ended. We remember how awesome game 7 was, but game 6 is one of the best basketball games I think ever played. One of the more dramatic ones in finals history. That's the one where I don't know if everybody quite remembers this part. Like, the Heat were down 10 and going into the fourth quarter. LeBron brought them back, and then yes, it was the Ray Allen shot in the corner, like one of the best shots in the history of the league. That just immediately was an iconic moment. But the whole series, like the style of play was really awesome. This was sort of, it was pre-Warriors dominance, but the seeds of that were already planted. It was kind of an evolution of like how, Mike D'Antoni's influence on the league. Like, we were kind of seeing that in a couple of franchises that I think if you had the same group of players a few years earlier, like, they would have played quite differently, but the pace was there. There were smaller lineups out there, and they were both playing really unselfishly, a lot of ball movement. Like, the Spurs obviously get the credit for like the beautiful game and their style of play and all that, but the Heat were like playing a pretty beautiful style of basketball as well, and that's what made them great. That's what differentiated them that year from previous iterations of them. And I just remember like being so locked into that series, and the end of it was just you knew you were watching history as you were watching it.
Yeah, even game 7 I thought was so hotly contested as well.
Credit to the Spurs for bouncing back, man.
Tim Duncan missed that layup,
that bunny,
and then he smacked the floor. Oh man, I felt
he missed the tip in too, right? Like he had that. It was like over Battier.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
He comes in and tries to tip it in, and then you could just see the devastation on his face. But even after that, LeBron had to hit a pull-up jumper.
Yes, I was going to mention
put the Spurs away.
That's one of his biggest shots of his career, and I think it doesn't come with like the theatrics, because obviously the Ray Allen shot is the theatrics in that series, but that's arguably the biggest shot of his career. And was that the game where Chris Bosh had 0 points but played a great game? And I think like the confetti fell on him, or is that another? Am I getting them mixed up?
It was either game 6 or game 7. I think it was game 7 where he had 0 points.
He had that incredible
played really
game.
Good defense. He was rebounding.
And he grabbed the rebound that led to the Ray Allen shot too, right?
That's right. And also Mario Chalmers was open in the other corner.
Mario Chalmers has claimed.
Told us recently on a podcast
from Alaska
that he's like, hey, I was open. All right. And Chris Bosh was like, I'm good.
Love it.
Anyway,
oh God.
That's a great pick. With the first pick of, I guess this is what the second pick. I'm taking, this is very obvious, but Warriors Cavs 2016 finals, 7 games. Everyone knows what happened. Draymond got suspended finally. This guy was terrorizing the entire league, but finally LeBron stepped over him. Draymond hit him below the belt.
We needed a podcast that series.
You had Aisha Curry getting, setting off the tweet about how the NBA is rigged because Steph Curry fouled out for the first time in his career. You like threw a mouth guard into the stands, which is super nasty. Right. Feel like that's against Wimmis or whatever. And then LeBron and Kyrie scoring 40 each in those, like, I think game 5.
Game 5, yep.
Then you had obviously game 7. You had the block. You had the stop. You had the shot by Kyrie. Man, it's just, you had so many moments in that series. You had Draymond having the best game of his life.
Yeah,
he had like 35 points.
Yep.
He was going to maybe be Finals MVP.
And then allegedly called KD in the parking lot after.
Called KD in the parking lot. Like this was in contention to be number 1. So
yeah, I was actually.
Oh, that was the only other one I considered.
Yeah, I was actually there to cover the series. I remember after that Game 7 win in Oracle, I was in the Cavs locker room, and I'll never forget the trio of Timothy Mozgov, Jamie Foxx, and Usher popping champagne. Because I believe if you look it up, I think Usher is a part owner of the Cavs, or was at the time. It was incredible.
No, they need to hop on a track together, man.
All right.
By the way, get well soon, Jamie Foxx.
Yes, get well soon, Jamie Foxx. All right, I'm gonna go with the same year. I'm going to take 2016 Western Conference Finals.
Nice.
Golden State coming back from 3-1 against the OKC Thunder. I thought through the first 4 games, I believe OKC beat the Spurs in the previous series, and it seemed like they had really unlocked just, that small lineup that they had with Steven Adams, like Serge Ibaka. Like, it just seemed like they were going to take over the league, and finally KD and Westbrook was going to get over the hump. Warriors win game 5, and then, of course, game 6, the Clay game with the 11 threes.
Mm-hmm.
That was the game where I think the Thunder just led throughout. To be honest, I don't remember much about game 7, but that was an incredible back and forth series. So I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, the 3-1 comeback before the 3-1 comeback.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. All right, James, round 2.
This is a defensive pick because I think Alex will take it if I don't. I'm going to take the 2002 Western Conference Finals between the Kings and the Lakers. It was just like this series kind of had everything. Like Phil Jackson in the media trolling Sacramento. The Kings are the 1 seed. The Lakers are Shaq and Kobe kind of juggernaut. Game 4, the Kings lead by 20 after their first quarter. The Lakers come back. Robert Horry makes like one of the most heartbreaking shots in NBA history to give them a 1-point win. Mike Bibby has the game winner in game 5. The Kings are up 3-2. It seems like they're going to do it. And then the controversy.
The Tim Donaghy game, baby.
Yeah, game 6, real rough one in the fourth quarter. The Lakers take 27 free throws in the quarter.
In a quarter.
Yeah, we need a Twitter.
Was there hack-a-shack? Was there a bit of hack-a-shack or no?
No, Donaghy was just managing the spread. He was between the lines that day.
Oh God. And then
game 7. Don't forget overtime. Game 7 overtime.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You remember like a comeback in game 7. I was rooting for the Kings at the time, so I hated it, but also I loved watching the series. I think a lot of people have complicated feelings on this series, but it is an unforgettable one.
Oh, as a Shaq fan growing up, there was no complicated feelings, man. That Robert Horry shot in game 4 was incredible, man. They were about to be down 3-1, and then Vladdy tapped the ball back, and Horry hit that shot. I watch that on YouTube all the time. That's actually, I would say, my favorite all time.
This guy watching 240p YouTube videos.
All right, we gotta manage our time. Let's go, Will. Round 2.
All right, look, listen. I have to secure this. All right, I just have to secure this for my collection.
Fanboy.
Raptors beating the Warriors in 2019 for the championship, the first ever title in Canada. Obviously, lots of storylines in that series. Obviously, KD going down, Clay going down, but also just I think my overlasting thing with that one is just Kawhi obviously was so great through the first 2 series, and he was great in the Bucks series. He was great in the Warriors series, but like you needed the entire Raptors team to step up as a whole. Fred had his moments in Game 6. Pascal had 50. He shot like 15 of 17 in Game 1 for 32 points. That's still the best game I've seen Pascal play.
Incredible
in Game 1. Right, the O Canada, the chills I had in the building.
You and Dan Wyke on Media Row.
That's right. Dan Wyke had no idea who we were. He was just popping fruit gushers or whatever nonstop. Game 6 when I was in Oracle and Chris Haynes was sitting beside me and he was like, "Yo, who should I pick for Finals MVP?" And I was like, "Fred."
You're like, "Ni hao."
No, that's someone else. But yeah, no, I mean, come on, I had to have this for my collection.
QB Brown, man.
No, I love it. All right. Let's you know what? I'm not gonna try to take some of these cult classics. I'm gonna go with 2009 Celtics Bulls round 1.
Oh,
this was the one.
That's a sexy blogger pick.
This is the one.
So early though.
No, I just want to collect my cult classics.
Next, so
no KG. They were defending champs. KG was hurt.
Yep.
No team won 2 games in a row in that whole series. 5 of the 7 games decided by a single basket. Games 3 and 4. Game 4 went to double OT. Game 5 went to overtime. Game 6 was a triple overtime.
Yo, that was ridiculous, man.
So many highlights.
7 overtimes.
Shouts to Ben Gordon.
Shouts to Ben Gordon. Shouts to Joakim Noah. Like, there was just so many guys in that series. So I'm going to go with that. All right, we got to manage our time. So
that's pretty good.
Back
like that pick.
to James for round 3.
You threw me off with that one. That was my next pick. I will take the 2018 Western Conference Finals between the Warriors and the Rockets.
27 straight threes.
27 straight. It's funny to pick that one because, like, as I was watching it, it wasn't always the most exciting because it was like just so much matchup hunting and switching. And sometimes it was like these teams that could be so exciting were getting kind of stagnant and it was getting kind of muddy. But like the level of competition was so extremely high. It seemed like the Warriors had an unbeatable team, but Houston built a team that was like specifically designed to combat what they did. And they came so close to pulling it off. Like they could have done it even as it stood, if they just made some more threes. But also Chris Paul was gone for that game 7. It was just like, I think it told us kind of where the NBA was going and what playoff basketball was going to look like. And it was like, that was really the finals that year. Like that was the best series easily. The Warriors did not have a tough time in the finals after that one. And it's just it's such a big what if moment in NBA history to just wonder, like, not like what if Chris Paul had played, or just what if the Rockets had made a few more threes? Like, what does the NBA even look like today if that had actually worked the way the Rockets were intending it to? Because they came so close.
Is that also the series where Daryl Morey published a audit?
Yeah,
Of the
I believe
after the fact?
I believe my former employer Ernst & Young is still combing through the data. They're still looking at Eric Gordon's
what a loser, man.
on Eric Gordon's shot chart today.
Nothing's more. Oh my god, this guy said not the last 2 minutes report, the last 2 series report. This guy put together. He's like, upon my calculations, we should have shot 25 more free throws and made 23 of them and won the game.
They're like, if we played Game 7 at the Sloan Conference. So, all right, Will,
brother.
what's your round 3 pick?
Okay, round 3. I feel like I'm maybe going off the board just a little bit here because the first one I'm picking that doesn't involve a finals, but I need Cavs Pistons 2007. So that was finally the Pistons. Like, they had won the East like every single year for so long. That was the year they finally got knocked off by LeBron, who would then go on to own the Eastern Conference for like the next 10 years. And yeah, no, LeBron, and obviously that I'm picking this exclusively because of that LeBron performance where he scored 25 straight points.
Yeah, 48 special, right? Yeah,
forced it
48.
to overtime.
Yeah.
He ended up, I think, scoring 29 the last 30 points. But like he had to, because the rest of the starting 5 was Sasha Pavlovich, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, and with his best years behind him at that point, Larry Hughes and Drew Gooden.
Yeah.
And coming off the bench was like, Eric Snow.
You gotta respect Boobie Gibson the next
Boobie
game.
Gibson, Damon Stoudemire, or not Damon Stoudemire. I wish it was Damon Stoudemire. I've been reading too much prehistoric. No, Damon Jones, and it's like, yeah, no, that is still, to me, like, that is still the most impressive thing I've seen LeBron.
No,
do.
that was unreal,
especially against that defense, man. You guys remember how good the Pistons defense was?
No, that was unreal. All right, I'm gonna take. I believe that's the same year. I'm gonna take 2007 Mavs Warriors round 1. That was the We Believe Warriors going up against MVP Dirk. And that was
67 wins that year.
67 wins. Shouts
Dallas.
to Avery Johnson.
And his squeaky voice.
Yeah, and that was Don Nelson's revenge. Just that We Believe Warriors team. I know they lost to the Jazz in the next round, but Baron Davis, Jason Richardson, Steven Jackson. Just that was such a memorable series, the 1-8 upset. I'm gonna go with that. All right.